We interrupt our regular programming to bring you this special Cool Oldies 1450 sports presentation.
Taylor Smith, wide open shot from three-point land. It's good! It's good!
Beautiful three-point shot. Set her feet, plenty of space, and knocked her down.
We're knotted up at 29 apiece. There's 3:14 on the clock. It doesn't get any better than this. Jump ball, Catoctin possession with the lead and 8 seconds on the clock.
Wow, a lot of contact here under the basket.
Yeah,
no foul call.
Shoots the three, and she makes it at the buzzer, and the Cougars win by 1. 1 point lead, 37-36.
Catoctin brought a nice road crowd with them. Great crowd here tonight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to North Hagerstown High School and the Small School CMC Girls Championship game. And we have our Frederick County representative and Antietam Division champs, Catoctin Cougars, against the Washington County representative and the Gambrill Division champions, Williamsport Wildcats. I'm Rick Little. I'll do play-by-play. I got Coach Brian Burdett to my left, Mike Betteridge on the board, and Tyler Wilhelm will run camera. Brian, always exciting this time of the year. A great tune-up for these young ladies rolling into the regional playoffs the end of the week. Anything you're looking for in particular?
Big thing for Catoctin coming out is they've had a slow start just about all year. Now they didn't against, and I say that, but they didn't against Key, and they came out and got a gritty win against a very good team. And that Key team beat South Carroll by 13, I think, and then the Cougars lost to them earlier in the season. So hopefully that's a good sign moving forward, but every time we've seen them, they've started off slow. So I look for them to do something to try to jumpstart their kids. And for me, Coach, like you, it starts on the defensive end of the floor. And if they do that and pressure like they did against Mountain Ridge and Linganore, I think they got a good chance of jumping off early, because they should be able to handle this team. On paper, they're the more skilled basketball team.
In their regular season matchup, Catoctin did win by 13, 40-27. And Coach Murphy, in his 12th year with the Williamsport Wildcats, they really preach defense. And this year, it's really important because they're not a strong offensive team, and he'll even admit that. They average 44 points per game. They only give up 32, Brian. Catoctin, on the other hand, averages scoring 49 points a game. They only give up 37. So points will be at a premium. And again, this time of the year, you want to have that kind of matchup because, as we always talk about, and especially in high school girls basketball, defense wins championships.
100%. And you talk about intangibles. So the intangibles that Williamsport brings is they're coming off a volleyball girls state championship.
Yep.
And when I was coaching, the football team was coming off a state championship. And sometimes when those football players came and when these volleyball players come, and they're not really basketball players, but they bring that winning mentality. That's and right. Winners want to win.
Winners win.
And they find a way to win. And I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and were able to do that because just of their coming off their volleyball championship.
And in speaking with Coach Murphy before the game, he was talking about, and he described this team, this particular Williamsport Wildcats team, as an overachiever. Never expected to be 17-5, never expected to run the table in the Gambrill division at 6-0. And then I talked to him about Coach Amy's team, Entwistle and the Catoctin Cougars, minus Taylor Smith, who was their leader last year, went down in the playoffs. And the way the team has adjusted without her on the floor, to me, has been impressive all season.
Well, I'm going to jump back just a second before I get the Cougars, because I'm going to go on Coach Murphy. Coach Murphy, outstanding coach. I don't think he gets enough credit of how he prepares, how he gets his kids to play, his prep. And a lot of people give him grief because he's passionate on the sideline. Well, if the coach's not passionate on the sideline, well, I really wouldn't want him coaching my kid.
Yep.
So now going on to the Catoctin Cougars and how they've been able to deal with not having Taylor Smith. Well, I tell you what, a big reason of that is the last game I really saw Brooke Williams. And she was on fire, and she is capable of putting that team on her back and carrying it. And I was really impressed with the physicality because Troxel was really the only one they had in the beginning of the year. But I tell you what, Rebecca Zintz, D1 athlete going to Coastal Carolina for lacrosse, she's a warrior, an absolute warrior, boxing out, playing defense, and I look for her to guard McKenna Murphy.
Yep.
That's their best player, coach's daughter, rightfully so, but I look for Zintz to come out on her and hound her, and that's going to be a key matchup, because then if you go on paper, then you're only going down to Arissa Harden.
Yeah.
But she's very tall, and she's only a sophomore.
That's going to be a great matchup with Arissa, who she guards and who guards her on the other side of the coin. But I agree with you. Brooke Williams stepping out playing point guard this year, usually was that swing forward type player, has really taken control of this team, leads the team in scoring at 13 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, shoots 32% from behind the arc. So she really gets the Catoctin Cougars going. And offensively, the last time we watched them play, they knocked down, as a team, the Cougars 7 3-point shots. Yeah. So some nights they're really good from the field, other nights not so much, but then they rely on that defense that only allows 37 points a game.
Yep. And it goes into confidence. If they hit that first one, if Brooke Williams hits that first one, Glaufelty hits that first one, they, like you said, they're streaky. But if they hit that first one, look out.
All right, we're going to take a quick break as they introduce the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll be right back for tip-off. Stay with us.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable, with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
So thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess. It's not really a game.
Thank you for always making it possible for us to play the sports we love.
Want to serve the students in your community? Sign up to become an official at highschoolofficials.com.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
And welcome back to North Hagerstown and the small school CMC Girls Championship. Catoctin Cougars in their home white uniforms, starting lineup, number 10, Caden Glodfeldy. Number 13, Brooke Williams. Number 11, Rebecca Zentz. Number 24, Kelsey Troxel. Number 33, Olivia Hoyt. Williamsport Wildcats in their visiting blue uniforms, the starting lineup, Riley Cole. Number 4, number 11, McKenna Murphy. Number 21, Madison Cantner. Number 23, Arissa Hardy, and number 24, Emerson Shank. An opening tip goes to the Cougars. Olivia Hoyt into the front court. Man-to-man defense. Glodfeldy with a floater off the rim. Offensive rebound. Troxel and draws the quick foul.
She's been hitting the boards hard the last couple games. They're going to need that kind of effort out of her tonight. And Zentz was in there as well.
And that foul goes on Madison Cantner of the Wildcats. First foul shot.
I like to see Glodfeldy just square his shoulders up on that instead of just taking that runner and keep floating. It probably would have went in.
Kelsey hits both foul shots, 2-0 on the scoreboard. The Cougars are the home team under the Hubs number, and guest is the Williamsport Wildcats. Into the front court, looking for the lob inside, tipped away, falls into the hands of Arissa Hardy, and she knocks down the offensive rebound. We're tied at 2. Brooke with a quick drive. Brooke Williams draws the foul.
Yeah, they're going to struggle. Williamsport's going to struggle and get back in transition. So Catoctin continues to need to push the ball throughout the whole game, which I'm sure they will. But the big problem is Hardy down underneath. Somebody's got to box her out. Too easy, loud pass inside, a little sloppy.
Saw Troxel trying to front her there with a little help side defense. Brooke hits one of 2 foul shots, 3-2. Cougars with the lead. Catoctin playing man-to-man defense. Lots of switching. Hardy with the long 2, and it's good. Arissa Hardy, 4-2 Wildcats. And long pass down court, as you said, working on that transition. Out to Brooke Williams, off the mark. Offensive rebound, Hoyt. That time Brooke fakes the jumper, drives a little floater, 5-2 Cougars.
I like that she did that, missed that one, said let me get a little bit closer, her confidence should soar.
So I talked about points being a premium, and they're both teams off to a hot start, 5-4, 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. Cougars with the 1-point lead. A dribble handoff, Brooke, and then it's bobbled out of bounds.
Arissa Hardy looks super smooth anytime she wants to get to the basket. Rebecca Zins has got her hands full tonight, but if they stop her, everybody else, it's hard for them to get in a rhythm.
Yep.
Now, we really haven't seen Murphy touch the ball too much.
Yeah, McKenna brings it down and passes it, but yes, Arissa Hardy, smooth offensive player. Their leading scorer as a sophomore is just under 10 points a game. But Brooke Williams out front controlling cross dribble. Hoyt with the ball fake and the drive, little off the mark, and we have a held ball.
We'll go to Williamsport. No, that's Williamsport.
Yeah, it should be going this way.
Yeah, they just pointed the wrong way.
And they corrected it.
Yep. Nice move by Olivia Hoyt, pump fake, just a little short. That's always one of those little runners, give me shots, and he just always seems to go short.
Just watching Olivia Hoyt's development through the season, Brian, has been really fun to see. She's a 9th grader on this squad. She fits right in.
Fouling Zins, but she can't get in foul trouble. She's got big assignment tonight. They switched her on that one and put her on Murphy. Now she's switched. Now they got Hoyt. Hoyt's gone now to Hardy, Garden Hardy, the freshman.
Oh, great inbounds play, great execution, layup, and Wildcats up 6-5.
Glafreti with the turnover there. That's where Brooke Williams has got to go get the ball and bring it up. She tried to get out in transition, but if somebody's out in trouble, she's got to go call for the ball.
And that Williamsport bucket by Kaylin Butts. And the jump shot from the elbow, Hannah Small, 15-foot jumper, 8-5 Wildcats. So Coach Murphy was talking about his team sometimes can struggle offensively to hit jump shots. Not so far tonight. Solid half-court defense again around the perimeter. Troxel on the dribble drive now. Ooh, late pickup.
Yep, draw the foul. On Cole, looks like it's on Riley Cole.
I think it's going to go 35.
Hannah Small.
Yeah.
Two people were there, could have been on anyone.
And Coach Murph cannot afford foul trouble with his starters. He talks about he has a core of 4 players that average 28 minutes a game. They can't get in foul trouble. He's already worked deep into the bench with 8 different players on the court.
Yeah, Kentucky's in the same boat. They only go about 6 to 7 deep. Both teams similar in that respect.
And Kelsey Troxel knocks down both foul shots, 8-7. Wildcats with a 1-point lead, 4:40 to play here in the first quarter. We're at North Hagerstown in the small school CMC championship. Let's see. Murphy out front as they set up the play. She's looking for space, and Zentz will not give her any. 15-foot jump shot off the mark, offensive rebound, Wildcats. Madison Cantner, and then we got a held ball.
Going to go back to Kentucky.
Solid half-court defense, a good look there.
Just like Mountain Ridge did, Williamsport really crashing the boards. Catoctin's going to have to lay a body on them and get them out of there, because that's 2 offensive rebounds right in the paint underneath the basket.
And Coach Murphy talked about the team does not score well all the time, but they will rebound and play defense. A little floater, it's blocked by Emerson Shank. Marissa Hardy down court, looking for space. Murphy sets him up. Shot clock's at 18. We set a high ball screen, and Catoctin switches it. They try to get it to the mismatch inside. Troxel shutting them down. Oh, a long pass, just a little overthrown.
Nice D by Troxel. Down on the post, quartered her.
And Coach Murphy really working the bench. Madison Cantner returns. Number 31, Angela Champeau, in for the first time. And now it looks like a zone deployed by the Wildcats, a 2-3 zone. Good ball movement, but deflected by the Wildcats and stolen. Hardy down court, dribble drive off the right, shot blocked. Brooke Williams comes up with it, and she's on the run, trying to draw the foul, all through the contact, and makes the layup.
Yeah, through the contact is right. She got fouled and was able to bank it in. Nice, strong move. She's tough.
9-8 Cougars. Just under 3 here in the first quarter. Madeline Myers now in for the Cougars. Short post move off the mark. Olivia Hort clears and is on the run. Ball reversal. Zentz to Williams. Open on the 3. Look, in and out. Great offensive rebound by Zentz, but blocked by Emerson Shank. And then tipped out of bounds and stays with the Cougars.
That was halfway in for Brooke Williams. She's just got to keep shooting it. That was a good shot. I like she took that shot. I tell you who's winded, though, on for Williamsport. I watched her last time down the floor, is Hardy. She struggled to get down in transition and now she's bending over, grabbing a hold of her shorts.
And a lot of substitutes for the Wildcats, but she's not one of them, so she's staying in the game. Catoctin inbounds. Madeline Myers is checked in for the Cougars. Glodfeldy looking for space out front. Dribble drive, kicks to Williams on the left wing. Madeline Myers on the drive, kicks to Glodfeldy, the long 3. Oh, in and out, circles around. They fight for the ball, and it tips out of bounds off the Wildcats. Cougars maintain possession. Fresh shot clock, 2:09 to play here in the first quarter. Catoctin with a 1-point lead, 9-8 over the Williamsport Wildcats. Oh, they just missed Troxel on the end and got it to her. Zentz sets them up. Wildcats back to their man-to-man defense. Glodfeldy with a little floater, it's blocked. A kick out, Williams, and she drains the 3.
Like I said, she's got to touch it every time down the floor. I'd make it imperative. She's just got to do it.
And she can hurt you. Her 5'10" frame, strong inside. Great backdoor cut. Good pass, just unable to finish. And we have another held ball. And this one stays with the Wildcats. Shot clock at 27.
You know what, sometimes those referees don't get credit. Randy Shank, 34-year veteran. Nice call there before the big collision and somebody's going to get hurt. Smart move on him. That's just knowing the game as an official.
And a bit of confusion again on the alternating possession arrow, and they got it straightened out. Williamsport will inbounds. Murphy with the lob pass over top, just off the mark, and it's out of bounds. Cougars take possession.
I think Olivia Hoyt might have got a hand on that one. I think we got to get away with one there, but I'll take it.
Again, it's the 1-1-3 that drops back to the 2-3 zone for the Wildcats. I know Catoctin has seen this quite a bit. Great ball movement, a feed from Zentz to Troxel, and the lay-in, 14-8 Cougars. 1 minute and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
That started, though, with Brooke Williams hitting the short corner, kicking, great ball movement in the zone, not standing still.
Yep.
Well coached on the Catoctin's coaching staff.
Troxel goes for the steal, gets out of position. Oh, and they're going to go and one.
Yeah, there's a little NBA one.
Foul goes to Troxel. Her first, team second. The basket goes. Riley Cole to the line to shoot one. Off the mark. Run down by Hoyt. Passed ahead to Caden Glodfeldy. To Kelsey Troxel. Back out front. Cougars set their offense against the 2-3 zone. Troxel on the dribble drive, and she draws a foul.
That's the third time she's been able to get the basket and drawn a foul each time.
And if that went to Riley Cole, that indeed is her second personal foul, and that's one of the key players for Coach Murphy. Troxel to the line to shoot two more. Off the mark. And quickly into the game, Hannah Small re-enters. Riley Cole sits down with her two personal fouls. Troxel the second shot, and this one rattles home. I have her at 5 for 6 on foul shots tonight.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job of getting to the basket. Must have been a part of their game plan. She's really playing well.
Yep, 15-10 Cougars with the lead. 30 seconds to play here in the quarter. Shot clock's at 17. So the Wildcats will have to put one up before time expires.
Hoyt staying with Hardy.
Oh, the handoff and the layup off the mark. Hoyt clears all the way to the other end. Zent settles it down. As the team counts it down, they try to skip it to Caden Glodfeldy to get the last second shot, and it's a little too high. 4 seconds.
One of my pet peeves, throwing it all the way across the court like that. Tough.
Yeah. I think she just got a little impatient there. Could have passed it to Brooke Williams and then across. Marissa Hardy with the long half-court shot off the mark. At the end of one, it's Catoctin 15, Williamsport 10 here at the small school CMC Championship. You're listening to high school basketball on WTHU, Cool Oldies 1450.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
And welcome back. Ready to start the second quarter here in the Small School CMC Championship. Williamsport Wildcats. Head coach Kevin Murphy in his 12th season. Catoctin Cougars. Head coach Amy Entwistle. And Cougars bring it in. Wildcats back to man-to-man defense. We'll try an entry to Brooke, who's now posting up. Troxel, another dribble drive. Off the mark, Olivia Hoyt, offensive rebound, kicks it out to Glodfeldy, who drives, cannot get it to fall. Troxel rebound off the mark. Emerson Shank clears for the Wildcats.
Glodfeldy just rushed that.
Hardy with the strong move off the mark. And then foul on Emerson Shank, going for the offensive rebound. Team's first.
I'll tell you what, Coach, they had Zentz on Hardy, made a switch. Olivia Hoyt's on her now, and then put Zentz on Murphy. Good switch there after the first minute, and it's really caused them problems.
Off the double screen, Globfeldy sets her feet. Baseline jumper off the mark. Offensive rebound, Brooke Williams, and she's pushed out of bounds and no foul called. So the ball goes over to the Wildcats.
Now there's 2 possessions and Brooke hadn't touched the ball. She got it on a save there. She needs to touch the ball the next time down the floor.
Hey, watching Catoctin over this season, it's almost like they won't call her number until it really matters. So it's up to the team, the team movement to get Brooke the ball. Great defense there, and the ball's on the ground. Another held ball. Stays with the Wildcats.
And you never know what kind of dynamics, but I don't think there is. But then you, as a teammate, you have to recognize that even if it's not called from the bench and go, we got to get a look here, 2-3 possessions.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Williamsport with and inbounds to Hardy. Looking for room. Short jumper off the mark. Gladfeldy the defensive rebound and clear to the other end. Wildcats back to their man-to-man defense.
Nice
great backdoor cut by Hoyt. I don't know how that didn't stay in and fall through the net, but it's out, and here comes the Wildcats. Hardy again on the drive. She draws the foul.
Yeah, got a little touch on the arm there on the elbow. Good call, 2 players there. Just like Brooke Williams needs to touch it down on this end to get a look, Hardy needs to touch it down on this end.
And that goes to Troxel. That's her second personal foul. See if Coach Entwistle, and here goes Madeline Myers. She's going to sub for Troxel. Troxel's been key offensively for the Cougars. See what type of adjustment they make, and maybe now Brooke will be touching the ball a bit more. Yeah. But anyway, first foul shot's off the mark.
Hardy's extremely tired, Coach. Nothing. She took a big breath there to see if she can knock this one down.
Look at her. I don't think her cheeks are usually that red, rosy cheeks, like she's out of breath. And it is warm in here.
Yeah, it is warm.
Arista hits the second. It's now 15-11. Cougars with a 4-point lead. 6:15 to play here in the second quarter. Good ball reversal, and then into Brooke, who quickly gets double teamed. Sagging man-to-man defense, and the little flip handoffs off the mark.
You know, you talked about how warm it is in here. Nothing's as warm as Walkersville. When I used to play over there and be in the locker room, they would turn the heat up and in the gym on purpose. I used to hate it. I'd have my halftime speech outside.
Yep. Wildcats working against on the switch. McKenna Murphy up and on the 3, off the mark. Good hustle rebound. Madison Cantner brings it in. Fresh shot clock. Emerson Shank. Bang. Elbow jumper is good. 15-13. Cougars with a 2-point lead now. Madeline Myers a 3.
Nice. They need somebody else to get hot. I'll give Brooke a little bit more room. They're double and triple teaming her.
Madeline averages under 2 points a game. The 5'8" sophomore drills a 3. 18-13 now. Cougars with a 5-point lead. Dribble drive and spin, and that's going to be a foul call.
Yeah, that was a travel.
Yeah, I thought we were going to call the travel.
Yeah.
And the foul goes to Madeline Myers, her first. Subbing for the Williamsport Wildcats, and I can't keep up with them. Yeah. Brian, they just one in, one out, one in, one out. Now in the game is Kaylin Butts returning, along with Madison Cantner, Angel Champeau, Arissa Hardy, and Emerson Shank on the floor for the Wildcats. Foul shot off the mark, rebounded by Hoyt to Brooke Williams, and she walks it up into the front court. Sagging man-to-man, and Brooke blows by her press. Madeline Myers off the mark. Olivia Hoyt, right place, kicks it out. Did not. Brooke Williams sets her feet off the mark on the long 3. Good ball movement there again.
Yeah, good ball movement. Open look, just a little off the mark. She'll get the next one.
Cantner looks up top to Shank, around the Hardy. Up top to Butts. 8 on the shot clock. Good ball. Hoyt puts him to the baseline. Oh! A late foul call with 2 on the shot clock. A holding foul on number 10. That'll be Caden Glodfeldy's first. Team's third. And fresh shot clock for the Wildcats. Kaylin Butts to trigger the inbounds play. Over top to Shank. Hardy. They're not giving her any space, Hoyt now. Right up in her grill. Emerson Shank, the spin, off the mark. Zentz clears. Settles it in. Oh, hits the cutting Glodfeldy. Oh, and then Glodfeldy off the mark. Hoyt with the offensive rebound. Shank with the foul.
Hoyt, for being a freshman, has a nose for where the ball's going to fall. And especially at Kentucky, when a big baseball, softball school, like I was fortunate to have that. They could just tell where it was going to go. I don't know if she plays softball, but she does a nice job of tracking the ball.
She's a great athlete. Physically, for a 9th grader, you can't tell. She fits right in, and really, she has been a good plug-in into that 5th starting spot for Coach Enwisser. First foul shot's in, second one's off the mark, cleared by the Wildcats. 19-15 Cougars with the lead, 3:50 to play here in the second quarter. Hardy looking, set things up, gets it to the point guard, McKenna Murphy. Coach Murphy calls out a play, 4 high. Oh, great individual move. Riley Cole, the dribble drive, and then the ball fake. 19-17 is the score. Cougars up 2, and Kelsey Troxel with her 2 personal fouls, getting ready to check back into the game.
Yeah, need a little bit of help, her help coming back in. Those 2 fouls on her were big. But I'm telling you what, I'm really impressed with Williamsport's footwork down underneath the basket.
That's going to be a push foul. 3rd team foul. It goes to McKenna Murphy, her first, team's 3rd. So inbounds under their basket. Caden Glodfeldy to trigger the inbounds play. This is one we've seen many times. They try that back door. Hoyt gets it, dribbles, and now she's stuck in a quarter. Gets it out to Zentz. Jumper by Glodfeldy, off the mark. Big bounce, thought it was going to go down through the net, but it did not. Hardy clears, brings it in the front court, being closely guarded by Brooke Williams of the Cougars. Hardy with the pull-up jumper off the mark. Brooke with the defensive rebound.
She's got to go post to post.
Just cross it and go. There she goes. Good left hand and 1.
Yeah, I mean, great move. Set her up, got down low on the crossover, exploded by.
And that's McKenna's 2nd foul, Murphy's. So Arissa Hardy finally gets a break. She looks like she's dead tired. Yeah, Brooke on a full steam there.
Yeah,
you're not going to stop her.
No way.
She's going to fake you, and she did there, and she misses the foul shot. And Troxel hustles and gets it. Skip past to Brooke Williams. Fresh shot clock. Coach Enwisser calls out the play. This would be a big possession here for the Cougars if they can find home.
She's got size on Murphy.
Long 3 off the mark, and there's Hoyt again on the backside. And they're saying it's off the Wildcats, stays with the Cougars. 10 on the shot clock.
Had Murphy on Brooke Williams, didn't notice it inside. Murphy giving up a lot of size. Now they switched it back. Got to recognize
and has 2 personal fouls, Brian. There, Murphy tips that pass away. Down the floor, and then Troxel's long arms knocks the ball, but gathered in. Shank on the low post, on the floor, foul called. It's got to go to Zentz. It's going to be her 2nd personal foul. Team's 4th. Madeline Myers will check in. Zent sits down. Arissa Hardy back into the game for the Wildcats. Fresh shot clock for the Wildcats. McKenna Murphy to trigger the inbounds play. Cougars just switch everything, force the Wildcats to throw it up over top. Coach Murphy calls out play 2. So here comes the double screen for Murph. They slip it. Arissa Hardy, the jumper, just off the mark. Olivia Hoyt, another defensive rebound. Into the front court, Caden Glodfeldy. Troxel facing up against Shank, who also has 2 personal fouls. Great help defense there by Madison Cantner. Tips it away, stays with the Cougars, 15 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Williamsport looks tired to me. They can get to the basket. They just got to recognize when they have the mismatch.
Oh, good step through, but blocked. Williams, the long 3, hits the rim, and it stays alive, and then tipped and controlled by Madison Cantner and the Wildcats. 21-17, and Cougars with a slim 4-point lead. 1 minute to play here in the first half. 15 on the shot clock. Hardy the drive and the floater off the front of the rim. Emerson Shank the rebound, the putback, and 1.
Yeah,
foul goes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, getting a little. I mean, there's just a lot of people around the ball right there. Kentucky did a good job of boxing out, and then on that one they didn't. So they can't take a play off of boxing out, especially the way Williamsport hits the boards.
They are crashing the boards. Emerson Shank, the 3-point play attempt. And the foul shot. And it rolls home. 21-20 is the score. Emerson Shank will sit down now with her 2 personal fouls. So Coach Murphy working his bench and substitutes.
Got a little press.
And a little
1-2-2.
press, yep, just to slow things up. Great ball movement, skip pass, and Glodfeldy can't hang on to it.
Great pass. She was open behind the D, just right off her fingers.
Yep, and now
Brooks
offense for defense.
It was the right play.
Yep, offense for defense. Coach Murphy brings in his 3 players that have 2 personal fouls for their offensive skill set with 35 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Kelsey Troxel comes out with her 2 personal fouls.
Kentucky coming out, a little pressure of their own.
.21 on the shot clock. Out front to Shank. Cantner, the jump shot, and it's good. Wildcats take a 1-point lead, 22-21. Brooke Williams quickly to the other end, steps through, off the glass, won't go. Ripped by Madden Myers. 6 on the game clock. Glodfeldy didn't realize it. This launches one. Goes out of bounds. 0.4 seconds to play. The Wildcats up 1. I think Coach Murphy's just going to tell him to hand it in there, and he's happy with this result. At halftime, Williamsport Wildcats 22, the Catoctin Cougars 21. Wow, a lot of back and forth on this one. Not much scoring in that second quarter. A lot of defense, a lot of rebounding, but a lot of baskets not falling through the net.
No, not at all. But I mean, I take that to Williamsport's defense, and then the way they're crashing the boards, they're getting more second and third opportunities than Kentucky.
Yep. Then
the thing that, you know, down the end there, Brooke taking that shot with 9 seconds, knowing time and score, get the last one. Fortunate Williamsport didn't get the rebound with 6 seconds and could have made it a 4-point game.
Yep. Williamsport Wildcats held the Catoctin Cougars to 6 points in that second quarter. So that basically is the story of the first half. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Small School CMC Championship at halftime. It's Williamsport 22, Catoctin 21. We'll be back in a couple minutes for the second half.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
We hope you're enjoying the game. Let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle.
Here's the cool oldies 1450 AM forecast for tonight. Lows in the mid-30s with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow's high 59 degrees. Mostly sunny on tomorrow. Down to 48 tomorrow night with clouds moving in. There's a chance of rain on Thursday with a 40% chance, a high of 59. Lows around 37 degrees. And on Friday, a high of 47. Mostly sunny skies. Lows in the mid-30s. Mostly cloudy Friday night. From the cool oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm LaJuan Haynes.
Here's your local news for the cool oldies 1450 listening area. Local business owner, father, and newly elected Frederick County Board of Education member Colt Black is experiencing the full wrath of gender politics in Frederick County. After making a comment about free speech several weeks ago as it pertained to Policy 443, a transgender affirmation program in Frederick County Public Schools, local Democratic politicians launched a campaign to urge citizens to file harassment, hate speech, and discrimination complaints against Colt Black under the Federal Title IX Act. Title IX, signed into law by President Nixon in 1972, was originally intended to prevent discrimination in educational programs based upon sex. The Biden administration expanded the language to include protections for transgender people. Last January, a federal judge struck down the new transgender application to Title IX. Colt Black is being investigated on 30 complaints that were filed by students, faculty, and the community under Title IX. Mr. Black is being represented by the Alliance Defending Freedom legal team. The ADF wrote a letter to the Frederick County Board of Education demanding that they drop this politically weaponized misuse of Title IX, especially since the application of the law for transgenders has been nullified by a recent court ruling. Policy 443 is up for review in May. In other news, residents in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania are happy to hear that the Amsterdam Road Bridge will reopen soon thanks to a new Pennsylvania state $354,000 grant to repair the bridge and the nearby road surface. The bridge has been closed for 6 years. Keep it tuned right here for late-breaking news, weather, and traffic on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games.
Good afternoon. This is Hulu. So the Washington Nationals resume Grapefruit League action today at the Miami Marlins. Trevor Williams will make his first start of spring training for the Nats. Washington is 2-0 so far in Grapefruit League play. The men's college hoops season continues. Virginia Tech hosts number 17 Louisville tonight. Tomorrow, number 15 Maryland hosts 8th-ranked Michigan State. Navy visits American. Virginia visits Wake Forest. And Georgetown visits UConn. On Thursday, Townsend hosts William & Mary, and UMBC hosts UAlbany. The women's college basketball season rolls on. Tomorrow, Navy hosts American and Georgetown visits St. John's. On Thursday, Virginia Tech visits Boston College. Virginia visits SMU. UMBC visits UAlbany. And number 18, Maryland visits Indiana. Townsend returns to action Friday at home against Campbell. And that's sports. I'm Lou Flores on the Maryland News Network.
I'm done.
Good evening, I'm John.
Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues, back and neck pain? Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you. Enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out the website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin, MTN, massage.com to connect with them today.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
And we're back here at North Hagerstown High School. You're listening to and watching the small school CMC Girls Championship. Williamsport Wildcats, Catoctin Cougars, and the Wildcats hold a 1-point lead, 22-21 here at halftime. What do you think the adjustments might be, Brian, if any?
Well, Kentucky's got to get back down to the floor in transition. They got to push the ball, and then that's going to start with their defensive intensity. They started a little bit like that, but it seems to me like they did, when I've been watching them all year, they turn it on and off. They have to go all out. CMC championship game. You know, bragging rights for Frederick County and Washington County here. Small school. If they do that and then keep Williamsport off the boards at all costs, have five defensive players hit the boards, then they should secure the rebound, because Williamsport's going to have to get somebody to fly back on defense. And if they don't, then if Brooke gets the ball, she can go coast to coast. And if they need a bucket, I would say if they go more than 3 possessions, she's got to take the ball and take a shot.
Right. Got to get the ball in her hands. Even if she's not scoring, she can create. Averages just under 3 assists per game when she's in the point guard role, but she's big and strong enough to post up and then steps out and hits the 3. But I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with the Wildcats and the coaching staff, the way they've been working their bench and their substitutions. It is hot in this place. This fourth quarter, the last 4 minutes of the game, might be the telltale of this all, and who has that little bit more energy.
Well, we talked about that. Coach Murphy's an outstanding coach, and that's been on display in that first half for sure.
So Catoctin gets us started with the ball. Williamsport, same starting 5, still in their man-to-man defense. They did show a little bit of zone, but as Coach Murphy says, that's usually just a change-up. They hit Caden on the cut. She did not handle it. Brooke throws one up at the shot clock was got to expire, and they didn't. Yep. And then Arissa Hardy brings it to the other end for the Wildcats, and they look to go inside, see if they are a dribble drive. Cole off the mark, rebounded by Trexel. Glodfeldy quickly to this end on the run. Kick out. Brooke Williams on the tail, and boom, Brooke hits another three.
Looked good as soon as it left her hands.
Yep.
She got fouled on that one first to start the half off. No call. Glad she took that shot there. Didn't affect her confidence.
Yep. Brooke was the trail down there on transition. Just came in before the Wildcats were set up. Set her feet, knocked down that three. Wildcats again look to go inside. Cougars switch everything on the perimeter. Long shot by Hardy off the mark. Right into the hands of Cantner to Shank. Off the top of the backboard. Battle for the rebound. The ball never hit the rim. 30-second
But the more important thing, Coach, that concerns me is Williamsport got 2 offensive rebounds in that possession.
Yeah, that ball was staying alive, being tipped around. Up top to Brooke Williams on the wing. Looking for Troxel. They reversing the ball. Glodfeldy. Dribble drive, good step through, and the foul.
Nice move, got hit in the head. Important free throws, got to knock these down. Glodfeldy's missed a lot of shots tonight. This be good for her confidence, even if it's a free throw. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go in the basket.
Caden drops the first foul shot.
It's big for her.
3-point lead for the Cougars.
I'd like to see her get jump started here. It's going to give Brooke more looks if somebody else can get going.
And Caden drops them both. 5-0 run to start the second half here for the home team on the scoreboard, the Cougars. 26-22. Catoctin with the lead. Up top, Shank. Cantner. Cole on the dribble drive. Hands off to McKenna Murphy. A 3-point shot off the mark. And it hit out of bounds. On top of the backboard.
Catoctin scores here. Be a 7 or 8-0 run if they score. And look for Coach Murphy to get a timeout.
Yep. Brooke posting up Cole. Spin off the mark. And there's Hoyt, another offensive rebound. Glodfeldy pulls off the three. Finds Troxel, keeps her dribble alive. And the hard turn off the mark. Arissa Hardy with the defensive clear. Murphy down court.
Nice move by Troxel inside, just too hard off the rim.
Yep. They're looking to get it inside.
Catoctin needs to keep their defensive pressure here and make it tough. They're taking a little break here.
Defending, and a little dish. Shank drops down the 10-foot jumper from the middle of the lane. 26-24, Cougars with the lead. Oh, a little late on that pass, and the handoff to Hoyt, blocked by Shank. Murphy on the outlet, down court. Cantner. It's almost like Catoctin's daring Williamsport to shoot the three.
Yeah, defensive intensity's gone down last 2 positions. So you guys scored last time. What are they going to do here?
Oh. Shot blocked by Brooke Williams, saved by Hoyt.
Got to go. Got to push.
Glodfeldy down the middle of the floor. Got teammates on her side. Troxel, nope. Looked at it, pulled off. Glodfeldy will take the three off the front of the rim. Arissa Hardy skies to clear the defensive rebound.
That looked good.
Yep. And then Coach Murphy and the Wildcats take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you. First timeout used by either coach here in the ball game. with 4:01 to play here in the third quarter. The Catoctin Cougars 26, Williamsport Wildcats 24.
Yeah, Coach Murphy taking that time out there. Don't blame him. This team's defensive intensity is a little bit different. They're letting Catoctin get easy looks at the basket. They were able to get that 5-0 run. Williamsport went down, saw that Catoctin's defensive intensity went down. They got to get that spark back. You can't turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah, and that defensive spark a lot of times through the season has come from Kelsey Troxel. Blocks the shot, deflects the pass, that type of thing. So we'll see if she doesn't make a play here. Wildcats will trigger the inbounds play, sideline in front of their bench. Cantner with the ball. Goes into Cole. Around the screen, and now they got a mismatch. Zentner. They're trying to find Cole inside. Cantner with the foul line jump shot off the back iron. Gathered in by Troxel. She hands off to Zentz, who then goes to Glodfeldy, who on the run spins. Oh, it won't go. Zentz with the offensive rebound to Myers, to Brooke Williams. Steps inside the three, just short. Cole's to the other end. And then there's a defensive scuffle. There's a held ball. Brooke Williams, 2 feet. Kaylin Butts, 2 hands, and that's a held ball, and it stays with the Wildcats. 22 seconds on the shot clock. And substitutes for the Wildcats. Hardy and Shank back into the game. Cole and Cantner out. Again, Catoctin switches all screens on that inbounds play. Shank with the post play, draws the foul.
Like I said, super impressed with their footwork. Coach Murphy must spend a ton of time on that, because normally you won't see that, or you'll see 1 or 2 players, but it's their whole team that can make a post move inside.
Yep, when those young ladies get the ball in the post area, they are dangerous. Full timeout, we'll take a quick break. Be right back. Scores tied, don't go away.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable, with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
And welcome back to North Hagerstown. Emerson Shank to the line to finish the three-point play attempt the old-fashioned way. She made the shot, was fouled in the act of shooting. Score is tied, 26-26, 3:16 to play here in the small school championship. Shank drops that foul shot in. Beautiful foul shot. 27-26. Wildcats with the 1-point lead. Now Wildcats switch to a 2-3 zone. Catoctin recognizes it. Sets up skip pass. Oh, nice pass up to Troxel. Oh, and good feed to the foul line, the dribble drive and the floater. Catoctin retakes the lead, 28-27.
Good defensive adjustment by Coach Murphy there. Look for Brooke Williams to go down the short corner if they stay in that zone. She got caught up top.
Oh, great backdoor cut. Shank finishes it. They're staying in the zone look. Ball's up top, Williams. Zentz in the corner. Hoyt, the low pass into Troxel driving down the seam, and again, the finish. 30-27, Cougars regain the lead.
That's 2 possessions in a row. Same look, same basket into Troxel. Look for Coach Murray to get out of that if they did it again.
Shank up, fakes Cole on the drive, off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Small for Williamsport.
They just
Olivia
get their
Hoyt.
hands on every loose ball, meaning Williamsport.
There is effort.
Everyone.
Yep. You know, in high school basketball, effort goes a long way.
That's it. Key.
So, switch back to personnel switch for the Wildcats, and then back to the man-to-man. Number 31, Angel Shampoo, checks back in.
Nice
backdoor cut. And the floater, and Glodfeldy finishes. 32-29. Cougars with a 3-point lead.
She needed that.
Yep. Murphy triggers the play. Cole on the left wing. Hardy, bounce pass in, and then we got a foul reaching over the back, and that's going to go on Troxel.
Defensive intensity. Defense. Coach Entwistle coming over, knows I used to ref. Looking for some advice there. I'm not out on the floor anymore.
Yeah, I don't, you know, that could be a whole conversation. Shank, the turnaround jumper. Troxel, defensive rebound, tipped away, but Hoyt gathers, long pass. Shank with the interception, quickly down, kick back out. Cantner finds Shank the ball fake, and she gets the ball tipped out of her hands. And here comes Brooke Williams the other end quickly. And then the reach foul on McKenna Murphy, her 3rd personal foul.
Both coaches here getting heated,
animated
on the calls, to say the least.
Yep, both responding to referee calls. These are some of Washington County's finest, aren't there?
If I was out on the floor like Coach Murphy was on that last one, they would have probably thrown me out.
That's right. So Cougars will throw the ball in, baseline out of bounds, under their own basket. Glodfeldy to trigger it in, 30 on the shot clock. Kick it back to Glodfeldy, and they set the play. Zenz calls out the play. They get the screen. This is setting it up. Williams up top. The long three. And when I say long, I'm not talking logo long, but it's at least 25 feet.
Before she shot that,
Yep.
I tapped you. We
35,
both knew it was good.
35-29. Cougars with a 6-point lead. Might be the biggest lead of the game, Brian. 10 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Shank to Cole in the switch. Myers picks her up. Brooks there for support. Off the mark. Rebounded by Brooke. Williams dribbles out the quarter. And then at the end of 3 exciting quarters, it's Catoctin 35, Williamsport 29. You're listening to high school basketball on WTHU, 1450 AM Cool Oldies. Stay with us for the 4th quarter.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
And we're back as the horn blows to get us started on the 4th quarter. Catoctin 6-point lead behind the 2 long 3-point shots by Brooke Williams and teammates. Outscored the Wildcats 14-7 that quarter to take this 6-point lead into the final stanza. Williamsport inserts McKenna Murphy into the front court. Small to Cole. Small elbow drive, step through, off the mark, gets her own rebound, and finishes that one.
Got Brooke Williams playing Murphy blind, not let her touch the ball to get Williamsport in their offense.
Catoctin in their motion set. Brooke out front. Riley Cole getting her no space now. Troxel with the strong drive, the bump, and the finish.
And she got a lot of contact.
Yep.
She can get to the rim anytime she wants on this team. Her first step on anybody on this team on Williamsport is by them really, really quick.
37-31 Cougars holding that 6-point lead. Looking for the three by Murphy and blocked by Brooke Williams. Coach Murphy's asking for a foul. Troxel with the steal. To the other end down the right side, and she passes that and stolen by Arissa Hardy. Foul before the shot on the floor. Kaden Glodfeld, he's going to pick up her third personal.
That's where I would like Catoctin to be a little selfish. Troxel can get to the rim. She's right out there and just go. She could have drove.
That's where you just come down, you kind of pace them a little bit, slow down, act like you're not going to go nowhere, then re-gear, and she has a quick and a big first step. So Wildcats inbound the ball, fresh 30. Cole to Murphy. Wildcats reset. Hardy on the right wing to Shank. The dribble handoff to Cole. Glodfeldy stays in front of her. Murphy, the three-point shot, off the back iron again. Battle for the boards. Cole, and her shot is blocked but fouled in the act. That foul's got to go to Olivia Hoyt, her first personal, team second, but Riley Cole to shoot two.
Been saying it all game, they gotta box out.
Yep. Riley comes into the game averaging 6.7 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. She draws that, and then we get a 30-second timeout by Catoctin.
Yeah, Catoctin there. Williamsport's getting every rebound and every loose ball. So then that's where as you coach, you go, you know what, I'd almost take the foul of us boxing somebody out and just box them all the way off the floor. Because then at least you could get your point across and say, can we please do that? And until they start doing that, Williamsport is got to be out rebounding them at least 3-1.
Yeah, I wish we had someone doing stats for us that would help us with that to confirm it. But I'll tell you what, that's just a credit to the Wildcats, these players, the fight in these players, because you don't usually say that about a Catoctin Cougars, Amy and Whistle's coach team. They don't get out hustled.
No.
So Riley Cole, second of 2 foul shots. This 2 off the mark. And again, another offensive rebound. The ball is tipped around. Shank recovers, hands it to Hardy, who then resets. 20 on the shot clock. Cole on the left wing, looking to Shank. Top of the key to Hardy, who launches a long 3, and it is home.
Nice.
Arissa Hardy set her feet nice, squared up, knocked down that 3, trims the lead in half, 37-34. And Brooke pulls up, just off the mark, tipped around Glodfeldy, and it's knocked away from her. Pass down the court to Cantner. Troxel, another steal. Cougars with the ball. 5.5 to play, 3-point ball game. Brooke Williams with the floater off the mark. Shank with the defensive rebound and cleared to Hardy for the Wildcats.
Nice move by Brooke, just a little off. 2 shots in and out, really. But Williamsport out hustled them to another ball.
Yeah, wins another 50-50. Hardy being closely guarded by Kelsey Troxel.
Tough D, Troxel's all over.
Switches to Glodfeldy, back to Troxel. The give, and great pass, and Angel Shampoo finishes, and we have back to a 1-point ball game. Cougars 37, Wildcats 36. 4:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Brooke Williams up high with the ball, looking for Troxel down low. And then we get a foul, a little too much pushing.
It was off ball underneath.
Yep, I was watching. Troxel working against Shank for position. Just a little too much physicality for the referee. Shank picks up her third personal.
Usually Catoctin will hit one of these inbound sets. Hadn't tonight. Be a good time for it here.
Yep, here comes the back screen. Well, long shot, Zentz off the mark. Troxel with the loose ball. Sets up Brooke Williams. Fresh shot clock. Glodfeldy one-on-one. Backs him in, spins. Rebound, Hardy gives to Murphy, who brings it into the front court. Wildcats trail by 1. Full timeout from the Wildcats. Full timeout. You're listening to high school basketball on Cool Oldies 1450 AM WTHU. Don't go away.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
And we're back here at North Hagerstown. Wildcats 36, Stockton Cougars 37. Coach Murphy calls a timeout. Set up a play for the Wildcats. They'll inbound directly in front of their bench. McKenna Murphy sets the offense. Hardy on the right wing to Shank. Cole on the drive, the dribble handoff. Murphy works space off the mark on the jumper. Olivia Hort pulls down the defensive rebound. Uh-oh. Troxel got hit inadvertently in the face. And they're going to do an injury timeout real quick to give Kelsey a look.
Should be
like
all right.
her eye. And quickly into the game, Madeline Myers. And Cougars will trigger the inbounds play. 22 on the shot clock. Madeline Myers, three-point shot off the mark. Madeline hit one in the first half. That one not quite there. So Murphy brings it into the front court to Small. Looks to Cole on the left wing. Cole looks in, gets it to Small at the elbow. Ball's tipped away, Small regathers. Murphy with the long three. Hoyt with a great box out, put Shank under the backboard. And she wasn't looking, and then the ball's tipped. But no, they're saying it was not tipped.
Yeah, it wasn't. By the time she looked up, it was too late.
It was too late, yeah. So ball's turned over. Wildcats have it. Arissa Hardy to Cole, who brings it into the front court. Just under 3 minutes to play, a 1-point ball game. Catoctin 37, Williamsport 36. Handoff to Murphy. Errant pass gathered in by Cole. 7 on the shot clock. Head tap set up for Hardy. Illegal screen.
Need to get Troxel back in the game here. They just put some eye drops in her eye. She needs to be back in there, one eye or not.
Yeah, the way she drives down that
Yeah,
lane.
they need her.
Yep. She turns that corner.
They can't forget about her.
Harley Fitzpatrick check in.
She meant I think Coach Entwistle pointing down to Troxel, I think, because I don't know. I'm guessing. Yeah, because now she's up.
Is moving up. So do you use the timeout to get her in? Critical possession, 2.5 to play, only a 1-point game.
It was just a mistake there.
You know, is somebody going to, besides Brooke, Caden Glodfeldy going to take control? Zentz turns the corner. Good kick out. Fitzpatrick right off the bench, shoots the 3 off the back iron. Cleared by the Wildcats. Cole to Murphy. Murphy into the front court. 2:10 to play. And another timeout.
Yeah.
Coach Murphy.
Yeah, little miscommunication
Another
there.
Full timeout.
On the Catoctin bench.
We're going to take a quick break. Make sure you're back for the last 2 minutes.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
And we're back. We'll set the stage here real quick. Catoctin Cougars hold a 1-point lead, 37-36, 2:09 to play. Williamsport Wildcats with the ball out of bounds on their sidelines. They'll insert from right in front of their bench. Kelsey back into the game along with Madeline Myers, Caden Glodfeldy, Zentz, Brooke Williams guarding Shank on the post. And there's Emerson trying to make the move. Good double team. Hardy, the baseline jumper, off the mark. Madeline Myers runs it down. Brooke Williams brings the Cougars into the front court with the ball and the 1-point lead. Skip pass to Myers.
It's got to be Troxel or Williams here, or nobody.
Backdoor cut to nobody. Brooks saves it. Cole runs it down, and Wildcats are off to the races. Down 1 with 1:15 to play in the ball game. Both teams with 2 team fouls, so a lot of fouls to work with. Hardy on the left wing, looking for space. Ball's tipped away by Glodfeldy. Hardy on the drive again. Oh! Wow. And they call a blocking foul.
Yeah.
On Glodfeldy. Her 4th personal. And that'll send Arissa Hardy to the line. The 6-foot sophomore averages 10 points a game, 5.6 rebounds a game. First foul shot's off the mark.
It's a big miss. She's got a good stroke. That's a big miss for Catoctin there and Williamsport.
Watch how she moves her body and shoulders a little too much for my comfort. That one also off the mark. Troxel with a strong defensive rebound. Coach tell him to get the ball to Brooke. Brooke being closely guarded by Riley Cole. Dribble drive, the left-handed floater, and it goes.
And she got fouled.
40 seconds to play. Cougars with a 3-point lead. And the Wildcats will use their last full timeout of the game. They have 1 remaining. We'll stick with you. 36 seconds to play in the ball game. Wildcats 24 on the shot clock. So if you're Coach Murphy, do you draw something up to try to get a quick shot so then you have a 2-for-1 opportunity, or do you go deliberate, try to set up your 3-point shooter, which really he only has one that he has a lot of faith in, and that's his daughter McKenna Murphy, who has missed her 3 field goal attempts on the evening. Do you go for the 3 here, or do you go for a quick two?
I
Then you got to work the clock, and you got a lot of fouls to give. And Catoctin's not a great foul shooting team.
Yeah, I would go for the 2-for-1. But if I was Catoctin, as they're getting ready, I'd get a quick foul. But I would make sure at the 4 points that you have, it's not going to go under, and then it's going to come up top. Coach Entwistle has a timeout, and then I'm going to play 11 Murphy blind and not let her touch the ball and make 23 hit a three.
Yeah, unofficially, Catoctin has 2 timeouts remaining. Williamsport 1. So Cantner inserts to Cole, well guarded. Madeline Myers, a reverse layup off the mark, Shank, but pulled in by Glodfeldy, and then the quick foul, of which we might see a bunch more here.
Yeah, and here's where Troxel, who I think is 5 of 6, or Brooke Williams has got to touch the ball. Even though Brooks missed 2, I would live and die with those 2 players.
Yep. They got 1 more foul to give. Both teams 3 team fouls. Got to get to 5
Brooke is
before they start shooting. In here quickly into Brooke, and there's the foul. Riley Cole picks up that one. That's Riley's 3rd.
Brooke's going to have to go the ball hard to meet it, because they are attempting to steal, and they got 2 people on her. She's just going to have to run through the contact and secure it and then turn it square.
There she did. Just screen and roll away. Oh. And they call foul on Hardy, which is the 5th team foul. And that will put Brooke Williams on the foul line, shooting 2.
They got away with one there, Coach. She didn't turn and square. She dribbled towards their basket, which is Cardinal rule number 1, don't do that. If she would have squared and been strong with it, they just got lucky on the call there, I believe.
Cougars lead by 3. And Cougars lead by 4. What a great crowd here tonight for the small school. Catoctin, Williamsport, both a little bit of travel distance, but great fan bases here tonight. And Brooke rattles that one home, a 5-point lead, and Cougars take a timeout.
The net on the first one didn't even move.
Wrinkle. 30-second timeout full timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be back for the conclusion of this exciting CMC Small School Championship.
Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is number 1 in high school sports broadcasting.
And welcome back to North Hagerstown. 23 seconds to play. Cougars with a 41-36 lead. Wildcats basketball.
Pick up full, make them use time, get a quick foul.
Yeah, got fouls to work with if they need them. And a lot of ball pressure by Glodfeldy. Murphy with a long 3, and it goes! Quick inbounds to Troxel, and they foul her with 7 seconds to play. McKenna Murphy with a big 3-point shot from 22 feet.
That's where I say get the foul, make them reset it. It would have been on the outside, and then it would have been a little bit more time. Then if it went through, he didn't call a timeout. I would have told my kids, because the referee's not going to start counting on the first count and get that thing to about 2 seconds. Because they threw it in real quick, because when it went through, I looked at the clock, it was 9 seconds.
So Troxel misses the first. Williamsport uses their last timeout, a 30-second timeout. So even with this one, it's only a 3-point lead, a 1-possession game. And Catoctin has fouls to use.
Yeah, we keep saying that. So if she misses this, you let them get right at the half-court line and get a
two dribbles.
Yep. Ball, piece of ball, piece of girl. Throw it in. Should be about 3 seconds at that point.
So the only thing I didn't like about after that made basket is Brooke threw the ball in.
Yeah. Yes. Got to know time and place. Troxel's, I would have her be on the free throw line because he's 5 of 7 now tonight.
Yep.
So, I live and die with them. That's what I said. But you're right. Brooke just hit 2.
And there's Kelsey, and it rims in and out. And then we got a foul in the backcourt.
It was quick.
It's all right.
But
that's all right.
It needed to be. Look at Coach Murphy. He's trying to get in the front court. That rule, but if it's in the back court, it goes back. There's only those 4 spots. He's trying to see if they know the rule.
So they just need to make them dribble. And there's the dribble going the wrong direction, and that's a double dribble. Oh,
I jumped up. That was the right call.
Oh, you just hate to see that kind of mistake end the basketball game. Ball's turned over, a carrying violation, and it was. Pass it into Brooke Williams, and they foul her quickly. Only 1.6 seconds remaining. Catoctin with a 2-point lead, 41-39. Brooke Williams on the line.
Now
you shoot 2.
Now you hate to call that as a ref, but he had to. It was so blatant.
Yep. And Brooks is money on the first foul shot, 42-39. And 43-39, 4-point lead. Arissa Hardy with the long 3/4 court shot. Nice shot. Hey, what a great ball game. Congratulations to the Catoctin Cougars. 43-39 victorious over the Williamsport Wildcats. What a great, great high school basketball game.
Yeah, for sure. And I tell you what, how about Brooke Williams having ice water in her veins on those last 4 free throws in a CMC championship game? And she's a junior. So we talked about at the beginning, stepping in and missing Taylor Smith. And I think they found that piece definitely here tonight.
Yep. So congratulations. We're going to wrap up here. What a great, exciting basketball game. Congratulations to both these teams. Good luck in the playoffs. We'll hit you up probably Friday night. We'll let you know where we're going to be. Check the schedule online. You're listening to high school basketball on 1450 AM WTHU. Cool Oldies. For Tyler Wilhelm on video, Mike Betteridge on the board, my sidekick Brian Burdett, I'm Rick Little. Have a good night. Good night, all.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are